Hey guys, my name is Franklin.
They call him Franklin. My name is Jose. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. So for today, we're just gonna be doing story time, and we're gonna be eating McDonald's while we talk about ourselves and yeah.
And the music that's playing in the background, we do not own copyright of it. We don't own it. But yeah, we're gonna get started with this fucking story time, bitch. Even though I ate my burger before I get up. Oh Lord, I can't wait. So,
alright. So Franklin, do you want to start?
Yeah, I'm gonna start this, y'all. What we starting off with?
Like just tell them about how you came out.
Alright, me, you guys. See, when I first came out of the college, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know what I wanted to be. I didn't know if I wanted to be a transgender, a bottom, a top, a lot of things. Damn, McDonald's must put some shit in that shit. That shit tastes good. I'm sorry. But yeah, I did not know what I was gonna be. I tried transitioning. It did not work out. I tried.
Wait, you tried transitioning?
Mm-hmm. I tried to be a bitch, female. I tried. It did not work out because one of the reasons it did not work out because I thought it was gonna be hard for me to, transition into a female because my hair and, makeup and all that. It cost too much to transition. And the second thing was because my family's Christian, and if I transition, that's gonna be a huge step. And then the third thing, I didn't want my little cousins or nieces to look at me or look up to me like, oh, that's the right thing to do, to be a bitch instead of being a boy. You feel me? But I'm not judging no one out there saying being a female or being whatever you're doing, transitioning. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that me, in my life, I didn't want that against my family. But they accept me for who I am, for being gay. But I would never transition because that's a lot of motherfucking money. Bigger.
You're basically saying that it was too much for you.
Yeah, like, did you know makeup is like $1,000? Like, hell no, dude. Barely I can afford a little.
Okay, but
so I just became a versatile.
Okay, but that doesn't still explain how you came out.
I just came out the fucking car my dad called me.
Okay, how did he call you? You have to explain.
He called me when I was asleep, basically. And I was like, what are you going through my phone for? And he told me, why you got dicks in your picture phone? And I was like, what are you talking about? I got fucking dick in my phone. And he threw my phone and he took it and punished me over because I was gay. And a few months, me and my dad went through it like hard because I was gay.
Hard.
Really hard. That's how I got that scar, which so many bitches think it's a pimple or whatever.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a pimple?
It's a scar. It's a busted vein. This bitch.
I thought it was a pimple that time. I'm dead serious.
It's a busted vein that my dad bust in my lip. I also got veins right here. It's a busted vein. He busted, and ever since, it's going away.
That sucks.
You, Jose? This is a good story.
You don't know my story.
Oh, I know. I want to hear it. I think it's really good.
Hold on. Let me get one more bite. That was so ugly.
This shit is good.
Ooh.
Can you see yourself in the camera? Like now.
You had your time to shine, but
show them your outfit before you start this over because I love this fucking outfit. Get up.
Okay.
Come on. Woo!
Calm down. My outfit.
Popping. Look like a snack. Oh, that. Woo!
Yeah. But back to what I was saying. I came out when I was in high school.
You think you rich, bitch?
Can you let me talk? Shit. Sorry for my language, but you're gonna put it on my burger. Stop. But I came out when I was in high school. I came out my sophomore year. But as a kid, I guess you could say in elementary school, I would see things in guys, like in a thought, but I
you came
never.
out your sophomore year?
Yeah, in high school. Yeah.
So,
But everybody
what grade
knew-
is sophomore? I forgot.
What grade is a sophomore?
Yeah, what grade is that?
10th grade.
Whoa, you came out your 10th grade year?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was DL for a long ass time.
I came out my sophomore year, but
Your
I
mom
mean-
already knew, huh?
I think everybody knew.
Yeah,
Since
'cause
in middle
I think
school-
your mom already knew.
I
Cause
think-
your mom is, you and your mom are really
I think
close.
everybody knew, but like in middle school, a lot of people knew, but I guess I just didn't admit it. I would just leave it like aside and not make a big deal out of it. I would deny it, but once I hit once I hit high school, freshman year, I felt more open. I felt like I had to say something, but I just didn't. And then sophomore year, I finally came out to like all my friends.
Your friends probably, wait, you probably acted different when your friends did.
Huh?
Did you act different around your friends when you were DL?
Did I ask what?
Did you act different around your friends when you were DL?
No, I act the same. I never changed. I just denied when they asked me if I was gay.
I was like, bitch, you IO. You was
Basically.
gay.
Then sophomore year, I finally had the guts to come out to everybody in high school. Like, I just came out.
Wow. Bitch, it was a surprise to them. It was not a surprise.
It wasn't, but to some people, yes.
Oh.
Not everybody expected it, though.
Okay. So my turn to ask another my turn to pick another topic. So,
Okay, but you're gonna start.
why I have to start?
You're talking about cell phone.
Bitch, no, I already started first. It's your turn to start first.
No?
Y'all see this bitch? I'm about to hit this bitch so hard. The chin of this chin hair is gonna fall off. The next topic, let me tell y'all about this story. My ex.
Okay, so the next topic is... No. Our next topic is gonna be our first love and our first breakup.
Oh my God, y'all. Ugh.
What we mean by first love and first
This is
breakup...
good ass shit.
What I mean by first love and first breakup...
You got your burger out of here already?
Not the... That's the one I mean right now.
You're a fat ass.
Not the first one that we dated, but our first true love. And our first really bad heartbreak.
Yeah. Y'all, I fell in love with this dude. We met on, I'm not going to say what we met on because that's embarrassing.
They just met on a dating site.
Yeah, we met on a dating site. What happened was that he kept hitting me up. And like, I did not respond to him because I thought he was ugly. But I saw more pictures of him and fortunately thought he was cute or whatever. But...
Wait, what?
What?
Did you say you showed them pictures of me?
No. I saw more pictures of him, bitch.
Oh.
And I thought he was cute or whatever. And then, after that, we started seeing each other. And all that, what's weird is that
Yeah, good.
oh my God, my light is about to die.
That's not my fault. Keep going. Tell your story.
But yeah, man, this pisses me off. I'm about to beat this fucking light up. But yeah, can I go get a charger for this light? Cause this is good lighting. Oh, get your charger for the light. And I can charge it in there and then put it in here. Put it in this one. Oh, that's not the right charger. Oh wait, yours is mine. really pissing me off, bro.
Okay, but continue your story.
I don't want to continue. The light's gonna go off. Okay, y'all. But he literally like came to the apartment, and what's weird is that when our first day when we met, this nigga literally fucking said, put me on his social media and said I'm his babe. Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't even fucking know you. So after that, I moved immediately in with him. This when I was like 17 or something.
You were 17?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was 17 and he was
How the fuck old was he?
21.
What the fuck? And you said his name.
I didn't say his name.
You did at the very beginning.
No, I didn't.
Yes. Guys, comment down below if he said his name.
I did not say his name.
He said his name. He said his name. He said his name. Comment down below if he said his name. What his name was.
I don't give a fuck. His name Jada Angel Sincere. I don't fucking like his stupid ass. But yeah, he fucking played me. He came to my aunt's house and he fucking punched my aunt in the eye because I broke up with him. Like, that's disrespectful.
Wait, he actually went to your aunt's house and punched her in the eye?
He gave her a black eye, and because I broke up with him.
What the fuck?
And then I had to beat his ass at my aunt's house with a fucking a honeycomb cup. And he had blood dripping down his forehead and everything. He called police. And then after that day, y'all, he fucking like stalked me. He drove by my house and stalked my house in the same car. We kept seeing him. He lived in the parking lot.
Hey, didn't you also live with him at a point?
Yeah, I lived with him. And we fought there. We had our own house, and it was at the beach, like near the beach. And it was in Bakeville, Texas. Yeah, it was horrible. I was living a dream, but bitch, it was toxic love. And he stole money from his best friend, stole $2,000 from his best friend. If y'all need proof, I will get that bitch on here.
Didn't he also get that his friend fired?
Yeah, he got his friend fired. Damn, bitch, you know everything.
Because you told me.
Yeah, he got his friend fired, and she had a baby. So
How
she
old
was making
the baby?
a lot of
Was
baby.
she still pregnant?
No,
Or she had the baby
She had the
already?
baby. The baby was like, he wasn't a baby. He was like a kid. He was like
Like
I'd
a
say
toddler?
about 7, 8 years old.
Toddler, basically. Or not even a
No,
toddler.
not toddler. It's just a kid.
Yeah, just a kid.
Yeah, so it's like 7, 8 years old, and I feel bad for the kid. And he's fucked up for that too.
Yeah.
Like, I really love that dude. Like, really, really bad.
He was also your first heartbreak, right?
Yeah. After we broke up, the reason why I loved him so much is because he bought me a lot of shit. Laptop, a touchscreen laptop, Xbox. Like, I never had it, and he bought it for me. So that was strong love.
Damn.
Yeah. I really want to get stop that bitch ugly as fuck. You a short fat bitch. Period. Period.
Well, my turn.
Can I go get that charger? For this one?
Sure. Why
I'll be
do my
back.
story? Well, I'll do my story, guys. So, my first love, my first true love, I don't want to say his name, but at the same time, I do because, you know, it's something personal, something I really don't talk about. Stop interrupting me. I'm serious. But, fuck, this is hard. He was Hispanic. Supposedly, he said he was 21, but he was actually 27 on the dating profile. Because when I first met him, we chilled, we hanged out, and he told me that he was 21, and I come to find out that he's actually 28. It bothered me at first, but then I really didn't care. I don't know why, but it happened, you know. We just chilled and hanged out, and we became friends after we left each other. We became friends. From time and on, we would like hit each other up, but like it got to the point where every time he wanted to just mess around, he would text me and be like, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing? You want to come over?" And I would be like, "Nah," because during that time I was still in school. I was a senior, but during that time I was debating if I wanted to see him again because he scared me a little bit because he had a lot of tattoos. Like,
wait, what?
He had tattoos. Yeah, he had tattoos right here. He has tattoos right here. He has tattoos on his arm, like one right here. I mean, it looked cute on him, I'm not gonna lie, but at first I thought he was part of a gig or something. But after that, you know, we just...
I was pissed when you told me this fucking story.
Can you let me talk? Jesus. But after I graduated and stuff, I was having troubles. What?
Bitch up.
Well, let me talk. I didn't interrupt you. Back to what I was saying. After I graduated high school, I didn't feel like living with my mom anymore. So I wanted to move out and find some place to go. And I had posted it on my Snapchat. I didn't say I wanted to move in with anybody. I said anybody want to become my new roommate to get an apartment. Well, he hit me up saying that, oh, you can come in and move in with me. You can come live with me. And at first I was hesitant. I texted him and I was like, you sure about that? He's like, yes. I was like, you positive? He's like, yes. I asked him, like, I think a lot of times within the whole week that I was still debating if I wanted to move in with him or not. But
that's really fucked up.
I decided to move in with him because at the end he kept bothering me about it, so I was like, I need somebody to help me pay for rent, so I decided to move in with him. Even though he already lived with the roommate, but me and him were gonna share a room. And I moved in with him, and we were like living together, and we slept in the same room. But we started building a thing, so technically we became a thing.
Y'all was doing what?
We became a thing as soon as when I moved in with him. When I moved in with him, like 3 days later, I think we were starting to become a thing. Cause
like a love thing. Like
yeah, because we started getting affection for each other.
I thought you were talking about fame. I'm about to say, bitch, when this famous came in.
But we started becoming a thing, and you know, I had asked him like, are we dating or we're considering this as a relationship?
Oh, so wait, when y'all moved into with each other when roommates, y'all wasn't even in a relationship, or y'all wasn't clicked. Y'all were just dating wise, basically.
Basically, yeah.
See,
yeah.
I have something to say about that when you're done with your story.
But 3 days later, and you know what? I'm going to admit that's my mistake. My mistake myself for believing in him, thinking that, you know, he actually loved me and cared for me. That was my mistake. I'm going to explain it a little bit right now that I'm telling.
And tell them why why they shouldn't do it. Because mistake.
Yes. Mistake by me, I'm going to tell you why. So about 3 days later, you know, we decided to be in a relationship. Yes, that is a very short time. And yes, that is something that I regret doing. But it happened at that moment.
He thought it was love at first sight.
Yes, it happened at that moment. And we just, for some reason, we just clicked and connected. And so, you know, we kept going on. We had our ups and downs. But the big issue with him is that he would fuck around a lot. You know, and I'm not gonna lie either. I used to be the exact same way.
When you wasn't in a relationship?
When I wasn't in a relationship, yes. Because before him, yes, I would fuck around time to time with guys. But I got to the point where I just stopped because it got to the point where my sister even cried to me telling me that that's not something that you should be doing. Like, you should take care of yourself. You should find pride in yourself.
Hit a table. Like, this camera won't fall.
And she was crying to me, and I started crying with her.
Your sister?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that day when he...
No. No. I'm talking about before.
Oh, okay.
Like, I had stopped fucking around. Because my sister was crying to me because she said that's not something I should be doing. But this was 2 months before I decided to move in with Jose. Oh yeah, his name is Jose. I'm just gonna say his name.
Oh shit, bitch. I forgot you said his fucking name.
I'm just gonna say his name. His name is Jose. Yes, my name is Jose too. Jose. But his name was Jose. But I had to stop. And you know, he was the exact same thing. Like, he would fuck around. Hold on. Let me lower down the volume.
I hope
He would.
he don't watch this.
He would. I really don't care if he does or doesn't. He would fuck around when, like, the first. Okay, I would understand, you know, because it was such a quick thing. Like, we just quickly became a relationship and a thing. Like, it was like a right quick thing. Like, I was expecting like so much from him within that first or 2 weeks, where I was like, you know, oh shit, he's fucking around still, or he's doing this and he's doing that. It's just been like the first or 2 weeks. And I would get pissed about that.
So, why was your sister crying?
Oh my god. I just explained to it and you're not paying attention. I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm not repeating myself.
So she was crying 2 months before you moved out, basically.
Oh my god. You're not paying attention, but
you said you was crying before you even met Jose, bitch.
No, okay, you're not paying attention. I'm just going to continue what I'm saying. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
But you're not making no motherfucking sense, ho.
Yes, I explained to it.
You said she was crying before 2 months.
Hey guys, so sorry that our video got cut off because his phone, he didn't charge it and it died.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying before, he kept interrupting me, asking me the same question again and again.
We got the story together though.
You know, oh, we're gonna be vaping right now, so, bitch, we both holding up to this shit. But back to what I was saying, fuck, where'd I leave off?
You left off when you were talking about Jose and you talking about that.
Oh yeah, about how we move fast and stuff. Oh yeah, like, me and him, like, he used to fuck around back then. And, oh yeah, and I was talking about that. And then I think I left off where I was saying that we were moving too fast. But, you know, we only lasted 3 months. We only lasted 3 months. But within those 3 months, you know, we built a bond. Even though some people may think it's a little bit, but I think it's a lot, to be honest with you. I mean, 3 months is something better than like a week or so. But we lasted about like 3 months, and within those 3 months, we got into a lot of arguments. Arguments because either he was acting childish, because he was either fucking around, doing his stupid shit, or it was because he got me aggravated about something, and I would get mad, and then he would get pissed off because I was mad at something that he did. Even though he knew that he was wrong, he would always correct me. But, you know, at some points in our relationship, and no, because I know him, and he's going to stab me in the back because I'm not going to, because he's like, why didn't you say anything in the video about what you did? And, you know, I'm going to go there. I'm going to tell you what I did.
No, bitch.
So the reason why sometimes he would get pissed off at me is because I'm gonna say this because, you know, it's kind of crazy what I did when I got mad, but I did it because for some reason he got me aggravated to the point where I just wanted to grab a knife. And so, and most of the times that we argued, I've always tried to grab knives, and he would always try to come like up to me and try to grab me. And I would grab the knife and it'd be like, right, like, you know, get back the fuck off. But, and there's one time that I was going up the stairs with it.
So wait.
And, there was one time I was going up the stairs and he was literally pulling my shirt. Like, I'm dead ass serious, he was pulling my shirt. He was ripping it. And then.
So you was going upstairs and he was pulling you upstairs?
No, he was pulling me downstairs.
Was anybody watching?
Jose, okay. The thing is that Jose was downstairs. And I needed a knife to go cut something upstairs. I was going to open a box that I needed it for.
Yeah.
But before I was doing that, we were arguing. So he thought I was grabbing the knife to go do something stupid upstairs.
Oh.
And he was pulling me down, saying, like, when I mean pulling, like, for example, like, pulling me down. Ripping my shirt. And so I got mad, and, you know, when he was pulling me, I guess the knife, like, would hit him, like, in his arm or on his chest. And like we like, you know, we after like that little argument that we had, we talked and we were like, oh, I'm sorry. The next day he was like, oh, these are bruises that you gave me from that. I was like, how are you gonna get a bruise?
Well, you know what we know. And bruises come on people easily. Hint, hint.
Okay, yes. Supposedly that there were bruises, but I believed him because he had a delicate skin. Some people are delicate by the skin. Like if you like literally just not hit them too hard, they have bruises.
Yeah.
So I would understand that for him. But here's the fucked up thing. He hired me at his job. Yes, he was a manager at a Jack in the Box, and I went to go work for him.
Bitch, I would have been like, suck your
Reason why I went to go work with him because, you know, we go to the same place. I can go to the same job. You know, he doesn't have to be dropping me off somewhere else. And
so it won't be a waste of gas money, basically.
Basically, yes. And so he gave me the job. I used to work at Jack in the Box before, but I had quit. But then, you know, he was like, well, you know about Jack in the Box, so I can rehire you quickly. And so, but it's been a long time since I worked at Jack in the Box that I had to learn from here and there. You know, and even at Jack in the Box, we wouldn't have those arguments, but we had to stay a distance apart because we couldn't let people know about us. Yeah. Basically, a manager and a crew member. But we would sometimes go in the back, like in the freezer, like not to mess around and stuff, but you know, like he would say, "Ooh, papi chulo," or you know, like, "Ooh, that's my babe." Sex. Ooh, look at him working. Because his supervisor came to the store and saying, "Who's that new kid? He works really good. I like him." Mm-hmm. And he told me, I was like, "You got that right, bitch. When it comes to working, I work like a motherfucking bitch. You watch me. I make my money."
Yeah, it's on a stripper pole.
No, not that stripper pole. That's another story for another time. But yeah, and you know, I would do him the favors to go work at overnight because Jack in the Box, they're always open 24/7. And when I would go work at overnight, he would be inviting guys over to come fuck around. When, you know, I do him the favor to go work for him overnight because nobody shows up. And in return, he has text messages of guys, him telling them to come over so he can mess around.
This story is really good.
Like, oh my God, you don't know how infuriated. Like, just talking about that gets me infuriated inside.
I would got pissed.
Like, yes, because I was like, to be honest, guys, like, I devoted so much time in caring for him, trying to give him the love and support that I could. Like, it got to the point where I would cry to myself at night, like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? What?
Yeah, because when he called my phone and told me, like, he let me tell you something. When he called me, he told me I had a new boyfriend. He moved out. I was shocked because I thought Jose would never find a boyfriend. Like, you know, to settle down.
Everybody was shocked because, like, I moved out with somebody, like, just like
I was like, wow, he really found the love of his life.
Yeah, and like, and everybody, then, even, look, he met, not even to the point where he met my mom. He met my sister. I've never showed anybody my mom or my sister, especially my mom. That's something that I do not do. If you're the one for me, I'm going to be like, hey, you're going to meet my mom, you know, I'm going to introduce you to her. And she trusted him to show me how to, like, grow up, how to keep money.
How to guide yourself.
How to guide myself, how to, you know, yes. My mom put that trust in him to be that person. But when my mom saw what happened with me and him in the argument that we had, she was like, she was just like, wow, like, he really did that. Like, that's really fucked up. Really fucked up. Because I gave him the idea to quit Jack in the Box to go to a better job because Jack in the Box wasn't paying him enough. So I was like, you know what? Go to Little Caesars. My mom works there. She's a store manager. She can hook you up with Kathy. They can get you started.
Maybe he would have became a co.
He was going to become a store manager.
Oh, yeah, store manager too. Because we do need store managers in this area.
And, you know, like, oh, we live in the Houston area if y'all don't know about that.
Yeah,
but
we're not giving you our address.
But, you know, I told him, hey, go to Little Caesars. My mom works there. She could talk to, like, her supervisor name was Kathy. She's like, you could talk to her. You can, you know, get there and, you know, get a better job. Especially that Jack in the Box, they were paying by salary, not by hourly. And by salary, you don't get as much.
Yeah.
Because once you go over your hours, they don't pay you overtime. And at Little Caesars, they have that opportunity to you to become better. And I was the one who was like, hey, go to Little Caesars, go, you'll do better, you do this, you do that, you got this.
Yeah, if he went to Little Caesars, he wouldn't do really better.
He did. He had quit Jack in the Box and he was training for Little Caesars and stuff. But
With who?
He was with Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he was with him. He went to corporate.
At Susie's store?
No, he went to corporate. The office that's over there by like the
Oh yeah, you told me that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he went there. He had the interview. Everything went good. He was like, hey, babe, I got the job. They're going to pay me good. I was like, that's good. That brought joy to my. I was like, good. He's going to get a good job. He's going to do all these good things. Mm-hmm. But it got kind of bad because he started saying we should split up. I don't feel like I'm ready. This and stuff. And I was like, why wait 3 months until
Was he working with Little Caesars when he told you that?
Yeah.
Is he still working there?
I'm gonna get to the point where he's at now, but
what the fuck?
But
that sounds suspicious,
To be honest with you, I trusted him so much that, especially that he liked to go out and drink a lot. And I'm a person that I respect you. That's your thing. If you want to do that, go do that. But the thing about him is that he would lie to me. I would figure out something that he did, and instead of me going, you did this, why didn't no? I would be like, did you do anything tonight? He was like, what are you talking? I would ask him are you sure you didn't do anything bad tonight? I would try to tell him to tell me if he did anything bad. He would deny it so many times until I show him the proof and tell him that he would be like this. I'm sorry, I was they gave me something, or I was high, or I was like,
Dre gave you something. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You sound stupid. Just throw the whole lie away.
And it got me pissed, it got me sad, it got me infuriated. I would be like, I asked you so nicely, tell me, I'm here to listen. That's what a relationship is. Two people to listen to each other when they feel like something is wrong, when something is really bad. There was one night where he left his car to me, and I'm glad. Thanks to him, I know how to drive a little bit, so thanks to that. But there was one night where he left with some friends, and okay. Why are you gonna let a guy? When you go into the club, you're going to dance, have fun and stuff, But if there's some guy eating on top of you and just kisses you, and then you push them off, why push them off right after they kiss you? If they're coming towards you, be like, hey, what are you doing?
Well, I had that problem before, and someone sneak kissed me.
No, he told me that he was dancing and stuff, and the guy just leans up on him, and he was just standing there. He just leans up, and then he does it.
Yeah, okay.
And Jose didn't react until he pushed him. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Well, if somebody did that to me, I would.
And then he called me.
I wanted them to kiss me.
No, because he would text.
Sneak kissing? Hell no.
He would text me and tell me, "Hey," he's like I would call him just to see if he's okay, because I'm the type of person that I worry about you. If I don't get it, for example, I tell if he goes out, I'll be like, okay, stay safe, please. Don't do anything stupid, don't do anything dumb. I'm that type of person that would care if you be like, hey, don't do that. Just take care of yourself and please don't do anything stupid. I would tell him that before he leaves every time if he would go out. And when he went out that day, that specific night, he called me. And I was like, he's like, hey, I was like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah. Are you okay? Is everything going good? You having fun? He's like, yeah. He's like, I just miss you. I was like, I miss you too. And then we were like, oh, okay, are you doing anything? I was like, no, I'm at home. And then he would just assume, oh, you have somebody at the house, don't you? I'm like, no, I don't.
Okay, that's where you get suspicious. If someone is assuming that you're doing something, most likely they're doing it.
Exactly. So I was like, no, I'm not. What are you talking about? And then he would raise his voice. And I'm like, I'm not even raising my voice at you. He hanged up on me. Next thing you know, he texts messages saying that he's walking home, that he needed somebody to pick him up because because of that night that happened, that the guy did this and that he wanted to go home, but the guy didn't want to take him home. So the guy took his jacket. He left. Supposedly he left and he didn't want to take him home. Me being scared, I got pissed off and furious. I was like, what the fuck? Why would he do that? So I just grabbed his car keys and I just drove to where he was at. But then he was like, no. He had called me, said, he's like, no, go back, please, no. He's like, no, I'm gonna go pick you up. Where are you at? He was like, okay, you know what? Just meet me at the Burger King. I was like, okay, I'll meet you there. I drove. I stopped there, and his other friend dropped him off there, and he was knocking on the window, and I was pissed, and I was telling him, no, get on the other side. I'm driving. No, get on the other side. I'm driving. No, because you could tell that he was kind of high and kind of like sober and junkish.
So, why his friend dropped him off, right?
At the place, but they were not going home. They were going somewhere else. But they gave him like, hey, you need a ride. We'll drop you off there, but we're not gonna drop you off all the way home.
That's fake as fuck.
But they dropped him off at what was it? It was a Wendy's.
Mm-hmm.
And so he got in the car and he was like, I'm sorry. Like he cried. Like he literally was crying right in front of me.
Because he was drunk.
No, he was.
Because drunk people do cry.
He was crying, but like when people are drunk and they cry, they can actually express their emotions more when somebody's drunk or sober.
I don't.
He was like, I'm really sorry, I really want you, like you're the one for me, and I'm sorry, like I won't go out again, like this would be like, he said that was a lesson learned from him, that he won't go out with friends like that, because they just backstabbed him.
Yeah, that is, because why would
I
not
told
drop
him,
him off at home?
I know, and I told him, I really care for you, I really do love you, I really really, really care for you, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Like, to be honest with you, he did change. There was a point where he stopped going out with friends, and he did it for me. He stopped going out for friends, he stopped doing a lot of things, and I really did appreciate that. But there were some points and times where he would, I liked it when he told me, but it got sad to me because that temptation was there where he wanted to go fuck around every single time. He would tell me, fuck, I miss, fucking these other dudes and this and that.
He told you that shit?
Right in front of me, but he would say it, the reason why he would say it, because he said it was felt right, instead of keeping it hidden from me and not saying anything. And I respected that. Okay, but let me finish.
Let me tell you what my aunt said.
Wait, let me finish. I respected that. I respected that so much towards him. And what's so funny is, nobody knows about this. I think I told you about it, but not really. We had gotten a really bad argument because and it was on Thanksgiving Day. I remember it perfectly. It was on Thanksgiving Day. He had gone to the club and he was calling me angry. I was like, what's wrong? Are you okay? He's like, I can't do this anymore through text messages. I called him. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, Jose, I know what you're doing. I can't do this. I can't do this. I was like, what the hell? And when I get really infuriated, when I get really, really mad,
I know what's going on.
I like to hurt myself. That's what I do. I don't know. I mean, it's something that I not started doing, but I had the habit of doing that because of some other stuff in my past. But, I started, I just took his car and just drove off. But I didn't go far. I went down the street and parked at a gas station.
You told me that.
Yeah, I parked at a gas station. And and on his Snapchat, he had his location on, so I could see wherever he was at. And so I saw that he had made it home. And I had texted him saying, I'm sorry, that I'm sorry that I'm not doing better for you or something like that. Because for some reason, I guess he thought that I wasn't doing better for him or I was doing something bad when I wasn't.
Another keyword.
Wait. But I drove back and then he was like, why the fuck did you take my car keys? I leave you here to trust me with the car, but then you fucking go do some stupid shit and take my car. And I was like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, that wasn't something right to do. And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking leave. And then that got me hurt. For some reason, I got hurt and I was about to cry. But then this is what I did. Now, this is the part where it gets really this is the part where everybody was kind of skeptical about. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is you, right? This is me and this is him, right? Mm-hmm. Think at me. So I was like, no, you're not going to leave. I did this. And his reaction was to grab me, pull me, and start punching me. But I resisted. I didn't want to fight back because I was like, I'm not going to hurt him. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. I wouldn't punch you and hurt you. I wouldn't. Like, what the hell? What kind of crazy person does that? Like, after that happened, I was crying like crazy. Like, I went insane. He was texting my sister. He was texting my mom. He was texting everybody, talking about come get Jose. Like, I want his stuff out of the house and stuff. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was pissed. I was crying and everything. My sister got there. You know, I explained to her what happened, you know, and everything. We calmed down. I decided to stay, and, you know, he calmed down too, and everything was cool. But after that fight, things were never the same anymore because he felt bad for what he did to me. He did feel bad because he knows what he did. He knows what he did. He knows that he made so many mistakes, but I forgave him. He cheated on me 4 times, and I forgave him all 4 times.
Wow.
All 4 times. I did.
Okay.
All 4 times, and, you know, I'm a sincere person, and I like to take, like, somebody that I love, I like to take them out and go places.
Yeah.
So, we had planned to go to Six Flags. I had bought a pass for me and him to go to Six Flags. And it was a season pass. We could get free cups, we could get on all the rides, you know, for fun. And we had the flash pass, so it was even better. Me and him went the first time. Then we sat down and talked about, he was like, I've never been to Universal. I've never been to any of these places. And I was like, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to surprise him. So like a week or 2 weeks later, like the second month that we were together, I was like, we're going to go to Universal. He's like, yes, where do you want to go? And we planned it. And the next thing you know, I worked all my 40 hours. And I had enough money. And I bought my ticket and his ticket. And we had money for gas. We had money for the hotel. And we went.
My thing is that
we had fun. But I did it from the heart because I really cared for him. I did it because he's never been there. So I was like, I'm going to take him there, you know, for fun. I'm going to take him there because it's something that, you know, I feel is right because he wanted to go. So I was like, let's go. And I did it.
So what I've learned in psychology, my thing is that for the key word that points out to me, he wanted you to leave from the beginning. And let me tell you why. The key word that points out to me, he said 3 times that he kept calling you, you're doing something. When someone says that they want you to do something, so they can say, hey, you cheat on me, so now you gotta go. He wants you to do that.
No, now I'm gonna stop you there.
Hold up.
No, wait.
Then,
there's a reason why I'm gonna stop you there.
Uh-huh.
There's a reason why. Because Jose didn't care if I went to go fuck around.
Exactly.
No, Jose would tell me this. He's like,
he wanted an
Jose,
open relationship.
Basically. And I wanted to mention that at first. When we first started talking, he had asked me, do you want an open relationship? For some reason, I don't know what came to my head. I was like, I said, yeah. But then like after a couple of hours, I was like, wait, no, I don't want that. And I talked to him. I was like, no, I don't want that anymore.
Because if you have an open relationship,
it's
someone's going to get jealous.
Basically fucking around.
Someone's going to get jealous.
And I told Jose, I told him, I don't want that. I don't want that. And we got to the point where he didn't want to be settled down. He didn't want that. He wanted open. So what he's trying to do right now is look for someone that wants an open relationship. That's why he got buck wild after that little push you did, and that's why he called your peoples, because he wanted an open relationship. Okay, but you're not understanding. That's why you're not paying attention to the story. If you were actually paying attention, it's not because he wanted me to leave.
No, he wanted an open relationship.
Yes, but that wasn't also the main reason. But after like a couple of weeks after that fight, we were on and off. We kept talking and stuff. And before we left to Universal, we both had quit Jack in the Box. Because after we came back from Universal for Florida, which we left for a week, we were gonna start our new jobs. You know, he got kind of upset because I didn't have a job when we came back, which I was supposed to have one. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a job for a week until I was deciding, you know what, I'm gonna get a job. I did, and I had an interview for a job, and it was at the UPS. I had called you that day. And I had told you about the UPS job, and I had filled it out. I was asking you, but then you said, oh, no, UPS, I do FedEx. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, I did UPS. He was like, oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, you told me, yeah, they pay more, they do good, better there. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I had the interview. Next thing you know.
They pay more at UPS.
next thing you know, like a day after, I told him a week after that I had the interview. 1 week later, he's talking about, oh, I need you to go to your families because my family's gonna come for like the whole Christmas.
And that's
2 weeks.
when he told me that you had no way to UPS.
Yeah.
To the interview. And I was
to the
like,
interview. I was like, I texted him. I was like,
hey,
hey, Franklin, you think you can take me? He was like,
I don't know how far it is.
One reason why he couldn't come, I lived all the way in Bel Air, which is past.
That's on the south side, bitch. Hell no.
Yeah, that's far
from where
far away from where he lives.
That's like a 30-minute drive.
Where we're at right now. But yeah, and so I got mad because I was like, I told you this. I told you from the beginning. I told you a week in advance. Hey, I got the interview for this. Can you take me? He was like, yes, I got you. Like, next thing you know, he tells me that his family's coming. And I would understand family comes first, but I told him, hey,
That's still not good because his family, where they're at now, they have a roof over their head. Y'all are together in a household and y'all trying to pay bills, right?
And I told him that.
Yeah. So it doesn't. When you had an interview and y'all trying to get bills done, like for example, if my aunt was coming over and she had the roof over her head, and I tell him I got an interview, no, my aunt has to stop because I have to pay. When I get grown and old, she's not gonna take care of me, and I don't want her to because like that's embarrassing. So his family could have waited until you went to that interview because they're not gonna give him money to pay his bills. They already got enough bills for themselves. So it doesn't matter when it comes to jobs or when it comes to your bills. If your family's not helping and they want to come over still, no. Your family has to stay where they're at because you don't want to live with your family, do you? You don't want to follow the rules, do you? So have your own shit. That's what I'm saying. Because it doesn't matter if it comes between bills and stuff and family. If your family's gonna help, then I'll say, okay, yeah, come over since you're gonna help me with the bills. But if they're not, then they need to wait until you get your interview and your bills out the way because that's not gonna work.
And
you decided to move out on your own, so you're gonna do it on your own.
At the end of the day, it came to the point where even like I did leave to go be with my grandma. That's where I went to go stay at my grandma's house, where she lives in Aldine. And he would text my sister while she's at work or school work, basically, internship. She was texting my sister, hey, can you come get Jose's stuff and stuff? I was like, why are you texting my sister while she's at school?
And bitch, bring him back his graduation book, because I love that book.
I was like, what the hell? Why are you doing that? But let's get to the main point of the story.
He was texting her?
To come get my stuff. Because he was telling me to get out the house. Oh, end of the story. He had kicked me out in the rain. You can ask my sister as a witness. He kicked me out in the rain. I was crying, but I couldn't do anything. He kicked me out and I left. And I moved out the house. I did. I left. I was crying. He wanted to continue to do his life, fucking around, doing all this shit. I told him. I didn't tell him, but I was like, you know what? I can't do much. Even though he was my first really true love and my first heartbreak, it really just did hurt me. Really bad. Like, when I came, you could ask him. When I came and, like, because he had let me move in with him.
Yeah.
Like, the first couple of weeks, I looked depressed.
Yeah,
I looked really depressed.
He kept asking me, do you think I should get back with Juan or do you think I should do this? I'm like, personally, I feel like that Juan and you need to take not baby steps, but
like
ant steps.
No, like what I mean, like I was depressed, like I really ate. I just got sad. Like I would just lay down and go to sleep. Like I would just go to sleep and not talk to anybody. I would just completely knock out and go to sleep. Like now, like up to right now, how long it's been a while, like, you know, since I've seen him and stuff, but I have no grudge against him. Like, I know he's gonna watch this. I know he's gonna be like, you know, why is he putting me out like that? It's not that I'm trying to embarrass him. It's not that I'm trying to do something like that. It's just, you know, I left him behind. He's my past. I had the good moments with him. He taught me stuff, and I learned from him. I hope that I teach him stuff, you know, to grow up and be a better person. But you know, like, life is life. Life is filled with tough choices, and
it is filled with tough choices because this is one thing. I'm gonna tell you on my behalf. Like, when I was with my ex Jaden, I cried too, and it's not because we broke up. I was happy that we broke up because it was a bad toxic relationship. He physical put his hands on me. I was young. I didn't know what to do. We was living in Galveston next to the beach, Bay Cliff, Texas. A woman had 4 kids. I didn't know her at all. I went to go live with a stranger. A stranger. I went to go live with a stranger. And I was like, that was a blessing because she accepted me in her home. And the thing is that when I went to the doctor and we figured out some stuff, he went to jail because he lied to me and said he didn't have HIV, which he did. And luckily me, I had to get checked for the last 6 months until I came out negative, and I did, and I'm glad I came out negative. After that, I got on PrEP, and I did not want that shit no more. Like, I was young, and now these days, you guys gotta be careful out here because you don't know what people lie to you about and everything. Cause what my ex did, that shit hurt me to the bone, and he talking about he loves me, but if you love me, why you tell me your status? And I'm glad I don't have that status. That scared the fuck out of me, like. And when I learned that, I tell Amber, my best friend Amber, my best friend Jose, everybody about this. Because I don't want them to go through it either. Because I've been in their shoes.
We're telling you guys because
we don't want y'all to go through that.
Exactly. Coming from me, coming from him, coming from like the gay community, a lot of people know that unprotected sex is really bad. Yeah, because nowadays you can get about anything having unprotected sex. About anything.
Even when you have condoms, it can break.
Yes.
Get on PrEP.
Get on PrEP. If you don't want PrEP, because PrEP is kind of expensive.
It is.
Get with condoms, but get a good brand.
Yes.
Not a cheap brand.
Not no motherfucking
99-cent store, gas station, no.
None of that. Go to Walgreens.
Yes, go to Walgreens. Go to Walmart. They even sell them at Walmart.
And if you don't want to, well, I don't trust that. But if you don't want to use condoms, they also have lube called Trojan. You put it on your little penis, and it creates a shell. And then when the person nuts, the nut melts the shell. Turns to a hard yellow shell. But I don't even trust that. But if you don't want that, you can always get a condom. You look at me
like, no, like I'm saying that's true.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they have.
And they also have condoms where, I had one before. It turns green and turns red. It tells you have HIV and tells you don't have it. They also have condoms like that too.
But you don't always have protected sex.
Yeah.
Always.
Because you don't want to go through that.
You don't. You
may survive, you may not.
You don't want to go through that. Just letting you know.
Like, we're just trying to teach all these things because this world is crazy.
This got so fucking deep. It went from fucking breakup to heartbreak to first life.
It's just crazy because you don't know what's going on. The family, when my family found out, my dad and everybody was talking to me, telling me it was gonna be okay. When I got tested that day, went home, doctor said if we call you, that means you have something. If we don't, you good. Boy, they called me. And I thought I was crying. I fell down. I didn't want to go to the doctor. They told me to come back to the doctor. They needed to talk to me. I went back to the doctor. They gave me a bag of condoms and they said, we brought you up here to teach you a lesson because you need to have protected sex. And they said, you are negative. And I said, why would y'all tell me? Why would y'all call me? They said, because we want to teach you a lesson. So for y'all to sit up there, I'm not saying HIV people, this and that, bad. No, I have a friend that has HIV, and I'm cool with him. You know, we talk and all that.
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase it for him. Basically saying, you know, it's bad that, you know, it's kind of sad that people out there already have it and stuff. I feel really bad for them. Like, it's hard because you're basically dying inside already. That's what HIV does. It's basically killing you.
Really. But if you're taking your medicine,
like, it's sad because
you'll be okay.
Yeah, but the thing is that people have to be on top of that.
Yeah, you have to be on top of it. You have to exercise, eat the right food.
And it feels really like it's sad to hear stories about that because, like, once you have it, you have it. You're gonna die with that, and that's very scary. And I feel like really bad for those type of people, And I have friends who have that, and I try to talk to them. Sometimes they're just like, "Why am I taking the pills? Why don't I just die already?" I'm like, "No, like." There's so much to life. Don't give it up so easily just because you have something. Move forward. Take it as a life lesson. Be like, I have this, I have to learn from this, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna move forward. I'm a strong person. I'm gonna work my way to get better. I'm not gonna let this bring me down, Like, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna be an example to other people. Hey, wear protection because you're gonna end up, like me, like this, and this is what you're gonna go through. This is what's gonna happen to you. Like, do you want to go through that? Do you want to go through the same experience? Like, it's difficult like that.
Yeah, it's sad. Y'all just gotta be careful. Just be careful. Cause that shit right there, crazy. Crazy.
What was the next question? Because we're talking about ourselves basically.
Yeah.
I forgot.
We had our topics. Our topic was
we'll just do this last one and then we'll for next time, guys. Because next time we're gonna be doing a collab with a girl.
Yes, my dad.
But we're gonna be kind of.
It's gonna be real funny. Y'all should stay tuned.
Yes, just watch it for later. But for our last, to talk about ourselves, what are you most afraid of?
I'm most afraid of. We already said that in our other video.
But explain it. Like, what are you really scared of, and why?
Of being homeless. I don't want to be homeless. No family. I'm scared. I have to have family. Because I don't want to be homeless. Because when I see people on the street, if I have money, I give it. And if I don't, I can't give it to you. Like, if I had $200 in the rent, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, but I gotta pay rent, bitch.
I think what I'm most afraid of, and I think it's something that people really don't think about it, but, what I'm most afraid of is sleeping in the dark. I'm afraid to sleep in the dark. Not because I'm scared like there's monsters and stuff, is, today in the world, there's so many things that people believe in the supernatural. And in dark things, And my family is Christian, we were Christians, so we believe in heaven and hell and that demons and bad spirits. And at night, I would be scared because I could feel like somebody is standing there watching me while I sleep. Basically being in the dark. I'm serious, and there's so many people like that, and there's a condition where it's happened to me a couple of times where you get sleep paralysis.
I'm a Christian, and
you know what sleep paralysis is, right?
What?
Sleep paralysis? Mm-hmm. That's actually a medical thing. What is it?
You get out of bed while you're asleep. I know what it is.
That's sleepwalking.
What, you moving in your sleep? What the fuck is sleep paralysis? Are you paralyzed? The fuck?
No. And you can look up on the internet and it tells you what it is exactly.
Well,
sleep paralysis is when you're asleep. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you. Because it's actually a medical condition. Sleep paralysis is when you're asleep and you feel like you can't move, you can't talk, all you could do is move your eyes. And it's
you're paralyzed.
A demon is sitting on top of you, a bad spirit. That's what it means.
Well, let me tell you something.
And, it's scary because
and I'm a Christian.
I'm a Christian too. But even, I'm a Christian.
Two different types of Christians.
I believe in bad spirits. I believe, there's dark things out in this world to harm people. But if you believe in God and you are, good with Him and His Word, you'll be protected by Him. But sometimes, me, when I sleep in the dark, I like to sleep with it on nightlight. I mean, I'm not embarrassed about it. It's true.
Yeah, I have a nightlight right there. So.
I'm not embarrassed, but
I love my night.
it's just me.
cute.
I can't. I can't not sleep in the dark. Like, I've slept in the dark sometimes, but I would be scared. So in order for me not to be scared, I would listen to music, and that would make me go to sleep. But like,
well, me, I'm not saying nothing bad, but I'm a Christian. There's different types of Christians in this world, like a lot of them. There's some that say you can't be gay, and they don't know that's not a Christian, because you know who are you to judge? But me, I'm a Christian, and in the Bible it says, if you have the faith in Him, if you believe in Him, you should not be scared. Nothing. God said you are not scared of no man, no woman, no animal except for Him. And me, I don't care. I can sleep in the dark. God can take me to hell and test me. And if He say I'm going to take you to hell, and I want you to look the devil in your eyes. If you show me signs of fear, that means you don't trust me. And me, I'm gonna believe Him. I'm gonna beat that fucking devil up. Period. Because He got me. Like He said, don't be scared. Just like, you know, I don't care. I'm gonna sleep in the dark. I'm gonna do all this. Because I know who's on the side of me. It's Him. It's God. So I believe in that. And gays and all that other shit. Be yourself. Be yourself. Just know you know the truth in the Bible. Just know you do. Just know you do.
well,
And by the way, I got another question. If you repent, do not go back to your old ways. Repenting means you're starting a new life and you're flipping a new leaf. And that's it. And thank you guys. That's all our story.
thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe
And comment.
if you want to. Give us opinions on for our next video. But for our next video,
No.
hopefully we'll be posting tomorrow with the girl, one of his friends.
And please, we will be doing more story time, because I want you guys to email me or him, or either comment on our YouTube or DM us on his Instagram or my Instagram, and tell us like y'all situation, so we can help you understand more better and help you answer your situation. Like if your boyfriend cheating on you, tell us. If your mom, dad, whatever you're going through, tell us. We will help y'all. That's a part of story time. Period.
We will give y'all the best advice that we can. I'm not going to say that we're going to give you the 100% accurate answer that you want.
Bitch, I'm gonna be real.
But we're going to give you like our best opinion and the best option for you to solve your solution. You know, I can't say I'm certified for you to tell me all your problems. No. You know, if you feel like you want to talk to somebody, you want somebody to listen to you, I mean, you can DM me. I'm here to listen. If you have like you questions and stuff, I will listen. I'll answer you back. You know, and if you want me to talk about it on our YouTube channel, I'll totally do it. You know, give you my opinion, what you should do. You know, and thoughts about that. But you know, like y'all just ask us questions. We'll answer you back 100% truthfully. But like and subscribe
And comment.
and you can follow both of our Instagrams. They're in our profile on YouTube, basically our description. And see you until next time.
Yeah. And I can't wait till I'm